Hi, this video demonstrates the code we've written for the second phase of the Heliostat project. If you haven't read the article on my blog what this project is about, then I invite you to do so, as it explains in detail what we are showing here. All code is available on GitHub. I'll provide the links at the end of this video. In this phase of the project, we want to test if we can control the ESP32 board by sending commands to it from a smartphone over a Bluetooth connection. To do so, we created an application with the .NET nanoFramework. This allows us to write C# code and run it on a microcontroller like the ESP32. Let's get started. What you are looking at here are three applications running on my desktop. On the left we have Visual Studio and our solution is already loaded. On the right is an application that is projecting the screen of my smartphone. And on the bottom is the camera application pointing at our ESP32 board. To debug the application, we need to connect the ESP32 board to my PC, so let's do so. We can see here in the output window of Visual Studio that it detected a new device. This is of course our ESP32 board. Let's hit the Start Debugging button. And what will happen now is that our code gets compiled. Next, the onboard memory of the ESP32 board is erased, and it is replaced by our new program. When that is done, the application starts running, and as we can see here in the output window, it's saying starting Heliostat, and this is indeed what we expect to happen. As here, in the main function of the program, we've written some output to the debug output, starting Heliostat. So far, so good. Also, what we did here is we set up the Bluetooth on the ESP32 board, and we told it to start advertising itself under the name Heliostat. This means we are now ready to go to our smartphone application and see if we can connect to our ESP32 board. So on my Android phone here, I have installed an app called Serial Bluetooth Terminal. This is an application that allows you to debug any Bluetooth device that uses the serial profile. But first, we need to select our Heliostat device. You do that by going to the Bluetooth Low Energy tab and hit the scan button. And there we have it. If I click now on this line here, Heliostat, the connection between the smartphone and the ESP32 board will be created. As you can see here, we get a welcome message, welcome to Heliostat. And this is indeed what we expect, as we told our code that in the case of a new connection, do send these welcome text here. To continue, let's see what happens when we issue the help command. We get a nice listing here of all possible commands the board knows about at this moment. These commands are defined in these three source code files here. One of these files is the test onboard let file. It's invoked by sending the test let command. Let's try that. Test LED and send it. And notice on our board here that the blue LED is lighting up. So there we have it. The proof that we can indeed control the ESP32 board using a smartphone over Bluetooth. Exactly what we wanted. Feel free to experiment with the program. For instance, you can set a breakpoint in a command handler class, over here. And when I send a message now to the board, you can see the exact string that we are sending, and you can step through every line of the code to see exactly what is going on. That's it for now. Do visit my website for the full details of the project. I'll provide the links in a moment. Remember, this is just phase 2 of building a Heliostat with the .NET nanoFramework and an ESP32. More posts and videos will follow.